move the sticks, really be the go-to guy in this offense.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Ramsey. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's caught. That's a touchdown.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Dropping back, it's Ramsey. Here's the pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ware. Still running at the 40. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Miners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Ramsey. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Osborne. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. On the run, it's Hubbard. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Bentley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Looking left. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hubbard. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Timeout called here by the defense. This is the first one they've used this half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. A first down run in the red zone. And it's a touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hankerson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's Ramsey. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Miners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Going to the run to start this second half. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Hubbard. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's first. And he coughs it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. They'll try to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Wants to throw. It's Osborne. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback receivers, they got to...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Riggs. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
There he goes to the left. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, UTEP. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by just 1 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to second down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Osborne. Finds his tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP! I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking for space, it's Hardy. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The quick out. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tied ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Osborne. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hankerson. They'll pick up 4. 2nd and 6 coming. The Miners in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an